take an example of Reliance General Insurance Company. So every day they get, can you imagine how many claims do they get every day?
I can't even imagine the
So
number. It must be in lakhs or more than lakhs.
Every day, means just like we are speaking, per day it is 4,500 claims per day.
Can I say that when I am reaching out to again traditional agent, so when I'm reaching out to the traditional agent, I won't get the transparency which I'm gonna get in this AI.
Reaching out to agent is not bad, but again, like I told you earlier, they're confined. The knowledge is very much confined.
Recently, I'll tell you an example. My nanu got diagnosed with cancer, and we were not having any health insurance. My mama and his family was not having any health insurance, and we were supposed to pay the bills. And he was diagnosed with 4-stage cancer, so we were paying the bill, and we were not even aware which insurance or which policy he can use at that time. So at least the cost can be minimalized.
I still remember the first case where I went to a company wherein there were senior most people of an insurance company from Nasik division, having an experience of more than 3 decades or so. The person from the insurance company inspected the company. He saw a lot of things, the process, but he was not able to understand what is the MSDL. And that's how I thought, yeah, this is high time, we need to do this, as this industry is getting a lot of black hats.
So hi guys, today we have Amey Hase with us. Welcome Amey.
Hello, Pranjit.
So let's start with your introduction, your journey in this business.
So, hello all. Hello. So, it's Amey Hase from HBR Insurance Group, the chairman of HBR Insurance Brokers, rather the only insurance broking company from North Maharashtra as well as Nasik district. So, basically, I ended up into this insurance domain after being a mechanical engineer. That's also kind of a coincidence. My mom has been a financial advisor, and so this was a knack to me since early days. I remember that I was in my fourth standard. That's the first time I went to collect a premium from some family. But later on, when I started my company, there was a manufacturing unit where we used to do prototyping, do work for aerospace, work for vintage cars and classic cars. Later on, my mom somewhere wanted me to also be part of her family business. That's the financial advisory part. When I, in 2017, June, July, August, somewhere, I joined her office and I saw okay, this is this huge, big loophole wherein insurance has always been treated as a very, very non-invasive, a very non-important kind of a topic. I still remember the first case where I went to a company wherein there were senior most people of an insurance company from Nasik division, having an experience of more than 3 decades or so. We went to a company, to a family friends company, wherein it was a 30-40 crore rupees of worth of an investment worth of plant, a chemical industry. We went there, we saw the company, the person from the insurance company inspected the company, he saw a lot of things, the process, but he was not able to understand what is the MSDS. That's a material safety data sheet. He was not able to understand the complete procedure. That was kind of the moment when I got to me. Me being a mechanical engineer from science background, it was very easy for me to understand all these technical bits, technical pieces, and all these things. But that person, it was very difficult for him to analyze, understand the terminologies, the complete procedures, the materials and stuff. So this is where, and that is what was causing people being afraid of insurance, saying, "I we don't get our claims." The basic problem was understanding and implementing insurances as per the complete technicalities of the insurance, the underwriting guidelines, the wordings, the exclusions. That is the main part. What is covered and what is not. So this, even those guys didn't understand, and if they understood, they were not able to explain in a technical format to the industrialists or the technical people. And that's how I thought, yeah, this is high time. We need to do this, as this industry is being getting a lot of black hands. We don't get claims, we don't get our money, we only got 10%, 20%, 5%, whatever. And that's how I decided I need to come here and we need to start some technical company where we can understand the problems, understand the issues, and we can help them solve it, resolve it. Let it be claims, let it be buying of insurances, let it be exclusions, what is covered, what is not, defining procedures, and all together. So that's where everything started. Actually, that's the moment. That's the eureka moment.
Okay, so as you said, Amey, so even I found it very difficult, the insurance part. Recently, I'll tell you an example. My nanu got diagnosed with cancer, and we were not having any health insurance. My mama and his family was not having any health insurance, and we were supposed to pay the bills. And he was diagnosed with four-stage cancer, so we were paying the bill, and we were not even aware which insurance or which policy he can use at that time, so at least the cost can be minimalized. So we were paying lots of bills until the time we got the access actually through the multiple agents, or we got connected to multiple people, so that we can at least bear just reduce the bare minimum cost. But at that time we till the time we actually got
Got to
the
know.
information, he passed away basically. So still I feel this insurance market is little bit cluttered, and lots of technical aspects are there. So I don't think so a human or a person like me, who is not from this background, who doesn't understand finances a lot, so how can a person like me, or there will be multiple persons, so how can they actually take up a insurance, whichever insurance they want, or what is an insurance, like basic definition, and how can we can approach to a correct person to have an insurance?
So it's officially very, very, very simple. In India, there are few different type of people who can sell insurance, who are authorized by the government, by the ministry, by the companies to sell insurance. The starting point is a agent. So that's insurance company's marketing representative appointed by the company themselves. Then there are banks. Those do sell insurance only for their own self-consumption. That is their employees, their clients, account holders. They use for their self-consumption. If they are allotting some loan to someone, they may insure it. Then there is an insurance broker. So insurance broker is one of the premier most institutes in India whereof you can go and buy an insurance. So what is an insurance broker? So insurance broker is not an insurance company representative. He is a third party company appointed by the Insurance Act, by the Insurance Broking Regulation, by the Finance Ministry and the IRDA, that's a regulator, wherein under which we work with all insurance companies in India, not one. So currently there are around 28 general insurance companies. There are 5 standalone health insurance companies, 30, 35 life insurance companies actively working with us, and we kind of always try and find a solution. So like you asked, the basic, if I consider an individual, not a corporate or a company or an entity. So if there is an individual, there are primary 3-4 aspects to insurance that you need to take care. First, like you said, it's your health insurance.
Correct.
Like you said, your Nanaji had cancer, and that time he was stage 4. It's very difficult for a person who has been diagnosed with a stage 4 cancer, and by default he's having some treatment, to get an insurance today.
Exactly.
That's what we generally recommend people: buy it as early as possible. If you're working with some company, then you might have a basic cover, but yes, you can opt for an individual policy with a basic deductible option. Not many people know about it, so that reduces your premium by 50 to 60%, but still you have a cover. Once you're out from a corporate and want to have an individual, you can just remove the deductible option and keep your basic cover with all the continuations altogether. So there are various niche, there are various small details. For example, a very simple example is of COVID times. In health insurance, many of the people know the state government had implemented a norm. Roughly, I want to be precise with the numbers, but 7,500 rupees, 7,500 for a single person who is admitted, his quarantine and having a treatment. The 7,500 rupees, 7,500 rupees were to be charged by the hospital inclusive of the medicines, but that didn't happen. So after those guidelines came, there was a lot of havoc and stuff. Even the hospitals didn't have the proper guidelines. Even the people didn't know what to do. But the government came out with a clarification. That was the claims have to be settled as per the terms and conditions of the policy. That's why it is always said, whenever you go and buy a policy, if you reach out to a broker like us, not only me, there are various, but in Nasik district, we are the only person having our head office. Then you can reach out to us and ask us, sir, what is covered and what is not when it comes to the policy wordings. There are various types of consumable items, like the issue of PPE kits. That time, people, it was again a havoc. The consumables items are not covered. Majority of the policies didn't cover them. That time, again, the government in the same circular mentioned 1200 rupees per day has to be given for PPE kits. So this is how, if people reach out to us, we not only see the sales side, but we also see what is the minimum prerequisite as per the claims. Are the all the details of the family or the individual outline, do they fit within the underwriting guidelines of the company? And we propose an ideal solution, not from a company, but wherever he can fit and the best benefit he might get. Nowadays, we get a lot of questions from people whether OPD charges are covered. So OPD is nothing but we regularly visit doctors, and the charges that we pay on these routine visits are called as OPD, outpatient bills. So these bills are also, there are a few companies now offering OPD covers. There are a few companies now covering complete all consumable items. IRDA has categorized, the regulator of insurance has categorized them into basically 5 lists: A, B, C, D, E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these lists have specified items. We'll cover this. We won't cover this. We'll cover this. These are covered into only this limited term. But now in India, there are products which say we will cover all non-medical items. So you need to have a very thorough and depth understanding of the products and what companies is offering what kind of wordings. So that's why you should always try and find people who have a technical know-how. Like our broking company, HBR Insurance Brokers Pvt is also listed on the IRDA's website. If you anytime search a recognized institute or an authorized person or authorized entity from Nasik region, you'll always find our name. Then, like we were speaking about products, this is only about health insurance. And there are, if we want to speak, we'll take the complete time only for the health insurance part. But let's move on. Then there is a life insurance. So generally in life insurance, what we recommend to a person is you need to start from at least having a simple term plan. First, that what is a term plan? It's a vanilla product in which anything happens to you, any mishap due to which a death is caused, a permanent disability is caused, let's say even at times suicide. All these things are covered and your family is compensated for whatever amount of sum insured that you prescribe. Correct. Nowadays, there are even unique features in your term plans. That is, you can add critical illness riders, you can add terminal illness benefits, you can add the accidental riders in which you also get loss of pay if there is any accident that which the policy is triggered due to it. If in suicide, you need to have a continuous coverage of minimum 12 months. So if the policy is renewed for a continuous 12 months, let's say for 1 year, 2 years, then even suicides are covered. So it's a very technical topic. Again, people ask frequently do ask us what is the service that we should go for. Then how can, if I'm just joined the job, how can I take a term plan? So at less 3 months of a salary slip in your account, if you have, you can definitely go and buy a term plan. So they'll do a medical, at times a telemedical, at times require a physical medical, or they'll verify your financials. Nowadays, verification of financials is very easy. So once they verify their financials through, they take your account statements, they check your CIBIL, they check your PAN and everything. Once they are verified, they allot you. We can propose, let's say, 1 crore rupees of a term insurance to you, and it's as simple as that. You can even take it into monthly mode. You can pay annual. So there are various options possible. Again, what can you compare? People come to us say how to compare various term plans. Yes, there is a lot of difference between the term plans. So a few companies offer a lot of cover individual. For example, if you have been, just like you said, your Nanaji, the terminal stage 4 cancer, there are companies at times, if you are detected with a stage 4 cancer, even at the age of 30, 35, they'll reimburse the complete money to you without having any rider. So that is called as a terminal illness benefit. Then there are a few companies that nowadays have option. Let's say you took a term plan for whole life. Let's say you are 30 years old and you are paying for next 10 years. Yes, that's a limited pay option. You don't need to pay for rest of your life. You are into business, you say, I have my business projections in my hand. I can pay for 10 years or 5 years and I want the cover till 80 years. Yes, you can take. Plus, at the age of 60, 65, you will get an option of special exit value. You feel now you are completely settled, all the liabilities are cleared, and you don't want to keep the cover. it's of no use. You can just take out whatever money that you have put in as a premium till date without all the taxes apart. You can take them back and close the policy. There are a lot of innovative benefits available in your insurance nowadays. Just you need to reach out people like us who have a complete basket, not associated with a single company, wherein we can assess you, discuss all the options, discuss all the things in detail, and propose some solution through our team. Then third part of the insurance which comes, that is very crucial but very much disclosed or disregarded in our community. That is one, your house insurance and the cyber security insurance. Many of us, even you might have seen.
I have heard this for the first time.
So it's a very simple thing. How many times have you heard that someone was conned recently over the phone and lost the money?
Many times. Even I did.
Correct.
I lost it. Yeah.
So it's very easy. These are family cyber insurances which you can buy. If someone is kind of hacking your account, trying to make a duplicate identity, and trying to take funds out of people to that, all these things, your account getting hacked, all these things are covered nowadays. It's very, very, very easy. And it's kind of a family product that the family end can buy, that everyone gets covered inside. But again, people are not that aware. And that's our job. We reach out, we continuously reach out to people. We take sessions, we take seminars, not only for parents or people, also for industrialists, also for students, wherein that's the peer knowledge. The students are the next generation, and they'll interact, they'll start learning. So we try and make these people aware. Then you might have heard a lot now, not very frequent these days, but in earlier days there was a lot of chain snatching happening.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
even that is covered in your house policy.
Oh.
There are various types of policies. That was the basic reason. If you come to us for a planning of your insurance, we take it as a holistic approach. We ask you multiple questions on various dynamics, various ends, various details, and then we find out a few solutions. And your house insurance not only nowadays covers chain snatching, but also covers all your electronic equipment. Many times you might have seen in rainy season specifically, due to voltage fluctuation, due to something, the appliances have gone shut.
Yeah.
So even that is covered. But if people come to us and discuss us thoroughly, so we can provide them with solutions. You might figure out that. Even we were discussing for your mobile insurance just a few minutes back.
Right.
So the insurance is a very vast and variety. These are a few aspects that I covered right now. Are a few things that individuals can buy as of now, being into job or being into professional.
So yes, Amey. So you are saying if I want to buy an insurance, so instead of reaching out to a traditional agent, I should reach out to an insurance broker. Is that what you are saying? And like, what is an insurance broker in short?
So basically, I'll explain the differences between both, and then you will be in a better state to whom you should go. So agents are people who have been appointed by an insurance company. So there are different types of agency types too. So an agent can work with a health insurance, a life insurance, and a general insurance company altogether. Three companies. A broker is a company appointed by the finance ministry under the approval from MCA as well as the IRDA. So that is the insurance regulator, wherein it is not a single person. It's a team of highly experienced individuals working together, having decades worth of experience, and in which they not only sell insurance but also provide claim consultancy, legal consultancy, as well as risk advisory in regards with insurance. As in, the team altogether has to have people from IT domain, from insurance domain, from claims domain, from all kinds of financial domains, chartered accountants and all. And so it's a built in a way that company works with all insurance companies. Let it be government, let it be private, let it be your health, let it be your general, let it be your life. Even the government bodies such as Agriculture Insurance Corporation of India, all compulsory work with an insurance broker, and they work with them. So it's a place, kind of aggregator place, wherein you have an access not to a single company or three companies, but to everyone.
Okay.
So when you approach them, it's very simple for a broker. They understand your need. They don't market a product. They understand your need, and they say, yeah, sir, I feel the solution that you intend is with these companies, these 4-5 companies, and in our area we feel these have better presence, and we should prefer them, or whatever is the way, whatever solution you need.
Okay. So you're working as a middleman?
Yeah. So we are intermediaries. In technical words, we are called as intermediaries.
Right.
So we are the people who give you assurance that what the insurance company is providing to you and what do you buy. We are the unbiased people providing you the guidelines. Yes, the need or the things that you intend to buy are verified by us, and yes, this is what you need.
Okay. So, May, do you have any examples which can give us better understanding about going to a insurance broker instead of reaching out to a traditional agent?
So I'll give you a very simple example. Uh, Going to an individual doctor versus going to a hospital. So in emergencies, what do we prefer is going to a hospital, as they have everything in house. Majority of the thing, they have specializations. They have they have a team. They have various equipments, various setups in house with them. So similarly, so I won't say it's a mistake or I won't say what is good or bad, but an agent is confined with his knowledge, as he's been marketing, let's say 2 3 4 whatever, etc company, he's confined with the knowledge. But being a broker allows us to interact with each and every company. We have continuous ongoing training sessions by our association as well. So there is this specially recognized body, just people, majority of the people know ICAI. So that is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So we similarly have our body that is called as Insurance Brokers Association of India. So that is a specially recognized office by the Ministry of Finance and by the insurance regulator. Whatever acts or amendments in India in insurance are done, we all guys come together, we vote whether it is of good fit, good definement for the people or not. Secondary, we, our body, every weekend we try, and our complete workforce that we have as brokers, we try and educate them, we try and continuously train, not basis of the companies but basis of the products. Okay, there are a lot of exclusions. So again, we'll go back to the example of the health insurance, as it is very easy for people to understand, and even you have an insurance, so very easy. So there are a lot of exclusions in your health insurance contract. For example, people various times come to us, say we got a policy from this XYZ company, sir, but I had detected with cancer 25 years ago. I got a small treatment. I'm completely free. No one asked me so old details. So we didn't specify and we got the policy. And then once the claim arises, the doctor does all the things, and then he writes somewhere history, H/O, CA. So that is cancer. And then the claim is rejected, and this non-disclosure of material fact. I won't say it was the problem of the company or the intermediary, but when you are speaking with people or having conversation, it's very important to understand this dynamics, understand all the details, and once you have understand, send them for approvals. There are a few companies, if the cancer is cured long time ago, they'll underwrite a policy too, but specifying all the details. The similar example of diabetes. So can you guys imagine there are a few companies covering diabetes within 30 days. So you took a policy and in 30 days your diabetes is covered. Any admission to diabetes is covered. So this is not possible for people who are confined with knowledge from a few companies. But when we have all the access to all the companies, we know I can specify you 2 to 3 companies who will provide you the diabetes cover in 30 days. So there are various aspects. Nowadays, people come to us. There was a recent discussion going on in our community too. That was in regards to this OPD cover. So this is a very new thing that the companies have altogether. But again, as an add-on. So if that company and that product has an add-on, only you can buy it. Various people come to us and say, "Sir, हमारे policy में OPD cover क्यों नहीं है? तो ये नहीं है." So we ask them, "Sir, what is your on an average expense over the medicines over the year?" So this is not that OPD is not covered. Once, if there is any hospitalization, then the pre and the post, all the OPD expenses are covered, as comprehensive as 6 months and 3 months prior to the hospitalization. But nowadays, a few companies also offer standalone OPD covers. That is, even if you are not admitted, still will cover. So that's a fine thin line again. There are a lot of star marks in your policy wordings, wherein when you come to us, we try and understand and explain them to you. A few of the star marks are key. Not all the insurance companies cover all the non-medical non-medical items. So they, as earlier I specified, these are divided into a couple of lists as per the regulations and the guidelines by the government. So, but still there are few companies they charge you a bit extra and say we'll cover all of them. Not all the companies, but yes, a few, and they give it in writing in the policy wording. So we as brokers, we vouch on the policy wordings. This is written, this is specified. Let it be from the underwriter, let it be from the product head of the companies or let it be in the product wordings. So this is where we emphasize on, and that's where we deal with the customer, not only based on the benefits, like you say, ki, this is the sum insured. Let's say these diseases we cover, or whatever might be additional benefits, like 30 days, 60 days, whatever might be the pre and post requirements. So rather than this, we emphasize a lot on these additional aspects too.
Okay. So now I can see that why we should come to an insurance broker instead of going out or reaching out to a traditional agent. But the other thing is, which is coming into my mind, that I don't know any insurance broker. Now I am reaching out to you, and now I know that this is the domain, and I can actually reach out to an insurance broker to get the perfect tailor-made, I can say, policy, whatever I need. But the awareness is not there, am I? So how can we reach out to people that, yeah, you are working in this sector, and I hardly think people must be aware about this thing. Because
Very
even
true,
my father has to buy a policy. He was speaking to me today, and he was like, call this person. He is a LIC agent again who has been taking our policies from last 10 years. So we thought of calling that person instead of reaching out to someone like you. So the
so
awareness is somewhere
yes,
missing.
at association level now we are trying to make people aware. So we have this agenda that till this financial year ends, we want to educate not only why, where you buy insurance from, but also what kinds of insurance are there and what is the insurance industry altogether. How big is it? So we are continuously taking education sessions for colleges. Now we are also taking education sessions for chartered accountants as well as company secretaries, wherein we'll try and emphasize on ki there are people like us. Not only there are people like us, and you might reach out to them and understand whatever. So we are not only there for let's say the sale. We are also there to help in people out for their queries, help in people where they are not finding solutions, or people where rejected claims are. We can definitely serve these people.
Okay.
And once again, to reaching out, we have our own agenda. Soon we'll be publishing out a lot of content, a lot of advertisement and stuff. But all the advertisement that we generally publish out in the public, the regards with insurance, that has to be again approved by our regulator. That's where we first try and regulate it, get it regulated, and then we reach out. And there is an amazing opportunity also, Pranjal, in this. I am not only a reseller. So, what is the difference again between a reseller and a wholesaler? So, we also have been authorized to appoint our point of sale person. So, if you know people who have good technical know how, we can train them further and ask them to associate with us, where they can be our extended hands and sell insurance from all of these companies. And we'll be their technical support, what to do, how to do, what to do in the time of claims, what is the procedure, the technology that we have. They can be access of that.
Okay. Got it. And now you mentioned about the technology. So in the insurance sector also, are you using the technology, and how you are using it?
So yes, Pranjal, definitely. So we have been lucky. We have had our own in-house IT team. We have a few vendors, and also we have been working into the AI domain since past a year or so now, to simplify and make the people understand these insurance terms, the terminologies. Let's say a health insurance policy has a policy document, a policy, let's say the policy wording of 60, 70, 80, 100 pages. So how to understand it? So this AI model that we are developing would be soon out once approved, as we get all the approvals or the regulatory. Okay, wherein this would be a risk advisory model in which people can come and discuss with it. Okay, how, what, what is there, what is not, what does this mean? Is this person telling me, is this the truth? Is this written somewhere? So these kind of answers that the AI agent will soon give.
Okay, so it will work as a chatbot.
Um, you can say as a chatbot.
Okay, and it will be just answering the questions, but people
Even validating. So like what our intention of going forward down the line in this industry has been, or is to make it a more transparent one, but also keeping the people technically updated. And technology is the best way to extend whatever technical inputs or insights that we have to give it to the people. And that's why we feel this can be a nice leveraging tool wherein it would be of help to whoever is partnering me in the future, in the near future. Working with so many insurance companies also attracts a lot of technical aspects, and that our technology partner, our application, chatbot, whatever you say, would be of additional hands wherein it will simplify everything for the people.
Okay, great. So, Amey, as you're saying that you are taking the help of AI to just simplify this process. So, can I say that when I am reaching out to again traditional agent, so when I'm reaching out to the traditional agent, I won't get the transparency which I'm gonna get in this AI tool. Is it?
So I'll again come back to the basic one. Reaching out to agent is not bad, but again, like I told you earlier, they're confined. The knowledge is very much confined. As he working with, let's say, three, four, whatever, two, three companies, a group of two, three companies. So he is confined to having the knowledge with that per se, and that too, when you come to a broker, our knowledge basically is not confined. We have access to all of it, and just to leverage all this data, the technicalities that we continuously interact with, so to make it into a simpler form, okay, the people in future who will be associated with us would be our excellent hands who will be reaching out to the public, who will be discussing the different types of insurance, so to facilitate and to have them a better interaction, just like you said, ki, are there a few hidden insights, are there a few hidden points, so this app will be a very simple thing wherein it will say, yes, this thing is not covered, it is written here so and so. And generally, people only know about this what that is the policy, the product wordings. That is only one document that generally people are known about. But there are other documents too. So there is a predefined, a board approved underwriting guideline, a complete guidelines. There is a board approved, a complete claim dossier. So it's not easy. Na? So let's take an example of Reliance General Insurance Company. So every day they get, can you imagine how many claims do they get every day?
I can't even imagine the number. So it must be in lakhs or more than lakhs.
So per day, every day, means just like we are speaking, per day it is 4,500 claims per day. So it's on an average a lakh or 1.5 lakh claims a month.
Oh my god.
So everyone is nowadays leveraging technology. So, and when you have to standardize a few things, there definitely has to have a few standards at the background. So our agent that we are speaking about, our application rather. So it's going to combine these three types of document and help simplify a lot of process for you.
Okay. So I can expect more transparency.
Yeah. So transparency, it will make let it be anyone who is interacting with you in regards with insurance, he'll be of a thing, this is written and this is not written.
Okay, right.
Technology can easily, let's say, identify what is written, where is it written, and plus the insights that we are feeding it to him, the way we are training the model. In future, yes, we definitely want it to be in the similar phase. This is there and this is not. So currently, I'll say the biggest problem that we see in people is generally they know about the benefits of their product. They don't know about the limitations. Because that again associates the person who has given the policy, how much does he know about the limitations.
Right. And usually the limitations are not even shared.
So the limitations are written.
Not shared.
they are disclosed in the public, but it's again, the people who are inquisitive and curious, they go and they definitely go to it. The people who don't have that kind of bandwidth, they trust the people.
Exactly. So I believe trust is the major factor in the insurance sector.
Yeah. So finally, yes, trust is always the basis of insurance. What is insurance? It's a contract that I am agreeing. Let's say if I'm an insurance company and you're my customer, I, as an insurance company, agree to give you this kind of risk coverage subject to your paying this kind of premium. So this is a trust. This is an agreement verbally that we decided, written in the policy contract.
Correct.
That is the basis of principle of insurance.
Okay. So I have a slightly different question than what we are discussing till now. So as much as I know, you come from an engineering background and then getting into this insurance sector. And so, do you think we need prior knowledge to really enter into this sector?
I'll say definitely. So in India, currently, if you will say, I don't have the document handy. Later on, I'll share them with you. There are only handful of colleges. Those are actually offering insurance and insurance-related curriculum. Secondary, there are two primary institutes. That is the National Insurance Academy and Indian Institute of Insurance (III). These two are the only bodies offering actual courses on insurance or specifically various modules of insurance. And yes, definitely going forward, it's my personal goal, and we have been in talks with a couple of universities. We will be launching just you have courses like PGDM, or you have other courses like vocational training. So we would be launching a few courses with your MBAs, with various domains that you go through, and have this complete year curriculum over on insurance. So that if you want to have a curricular, if you want to have a career in insurance, then this would add additional value. So this will teach you how to read insurance, what are the technical aspects, what are the different verticals. So there are a lot of technical insurance. Can you imagine? I'll ask you a simple question. I'll make it a better simpler. Let's take two devices. By any chance, do you know a lathe machine? What is it? Let me take a different machine. Let me think about one. You might have seen nowadays these we see a lot of reels and stuff. You might have seen machines there. They are making various components. They are doing a lot of work over let's say mobile components and whatever. So those are generally called as, when they are spinning components, called as CNCs, VMCs, and a very older version of it was a lathe. Okay. So a lathe machine is a place wherein any kind of metal part, a round metal part that you see, most of the times you might see are old artisanal, let's say what we call mandirs and stuff. All the simple longer parts, not the carving parts. The longer parts, the round part, the circular parts are made through a machine that is called as a lathe. Okay. So this is a lathe machine and this is a CNC machine. So a commerce graduate, let's say you being not from a technical background, you were not able to identify. Many of the people are not able to identify. But two different insurances are to be taken for two different machines. But the job they are doing are the same. Because a CNC machine or a VMC machine, it has a lot of electronic components. A lathe machine is purely a very mechanical machine run by an induction motor or stuff. So when you have such aspects, you need to take a EI policy if it's a CNC VMC machine, and you need to take a machinery breakdown policy. So we want in future various graduates from various domains to come into this industry and help us with their angles, help us speed up our process. As having mechanical knowledge helped me to speed up a lot of communication, a lot of procedure for claims, to document a lot of things. Yes, we need a lot of more people to engage into this domain.
Yeah, and education is one of them.
Yeah, definitely. And this is a field, this is a rapidly evolving field. When the earlier the cyber insurance product that I told you, it didn't exist before last 2 years.
Yeah, I came to know it for the first time after you said it.
So till COVID times, people were not even concerned about non-medical items.
Exactly. Right.
So this is a very rapidly evolving industry.
Yeah, I was just searching about the industry, and I just came to know that it's $240 billion industry.
And it's ever growing. And that too at a penetration of 3.5%.
Exactly. And I think no big company who's an insurance company has made a loss. They're just growing and growing.
No, that's not very true. So what happens, the balance sheet of an insurance company is made up of a lot of products. That is not a single product. So even I like to highlight a very important aspect that is a very, very, very big concern that people don't know about it. People say that generally what people think is government insurance company is the best. Private insurance company is not that good because the government insurance companies have been there for longer. Let's say the oldest company is New India Insurance Company. It's been there, it's actually amazing, been there for more than 100 years. more than 100 years.
Correct.
But yes, the private companies are also now around 20-25 years old. The oldest one is around 20-23. What I meant to emphasize from this, all these insurance companies, if let's say they are giving you a cover for this book for 1 lakh rupees, or this office for 1 lakh rupees, so they are going to charge me a premium of let's say 1000 rupees. So there is again a reinsurance company that backs this insurance company. So in layman terms, if I have to explain, it's very easy. So it's for 1 lakh rupees they charge 1000 rupees of cover for from let's say fire and stuff and what kind of natural catastrophes. So but now what this insurance company will do, they'll say if I'll keep 600 rupees to me, and let's say first up to rupees 20,000 rupees claim arise, I'll pay from my pocket. So I'll again tell. So first 1000 we paid a premium of 1000 rupees. So the insurance company will keep 600 rupees to themselves and will say we'll cover any claims arising up to 20,000 rupees from the 1 lakh rupees from our pocket itself.
Okay.
They take the 400 rupees, that is the other part. They give it to the reinsurance company, and that reinsurance company then covers the rest 80%. That is the 80,000 rupees.
Okay.
So there is a lot more to insurance than what people know. And
Exactly.
we usually try and explain people the majority of Indian insurance companies, let it be the private or let it be the government, they are again backed by a reinsurance company that is government or at times even private.
Right.
For example, one of the company's name is GICRE.
Okay.
Then there is, let's say, HDFC Ergo. It's a very renowned company. So then HDFC is an Indian company. Ergo is a German company. Bajaj is an Indian brand. Allianz is an American brand. So this is a synergy that comes together to support us.
Okay.
So rather than thinking about government or private, people should often think about the products, what is covered and what is not, and specifically what is written.
Right.
And you need to always ask correct questions. So I find very rarely people, even when they come out to us, keep asking us what is not covered. They generally ask us, sir, कितना प्रीमियम होगा, सर कितना कवरेज इसमें मिलेगा, कौन सा बीमारी इसमें कवर होगा.
Correct.
Then they ask the OPD covers that I earlier mentioned. But what they don't ask is what is not covered.
Right.
What if the claim is not paid? What if you are not there? Whom should I contact? These are actual questions that you need to ask when you buy an insurance. As in, it is not a person-centric business. It is very much of a process-centric. So you need to understand. But yes, I don't expect all of this. I just expect the people getting more aware and getting out with the correct questions, so that they are aware for what money they'll get and for what they want.
Exactly.
And where is it written? The most important part.
Right, and the policy needs to be mentioned.
So generally, you get two documents whenever you buy an insurance. You generally have two documents. So one is the policy document. That is where it has your name, your address, your details, your contact details, whatever sum insured, whatever product you have taken. Then it is the wordings or the clauses. That is what is called. That is where everything supporting the contract is mentioned, and that is registered with the government as well. That's the standardized document.
Okay.
So you need to emphasize and see that.
So first thing I'm gonna do that.
Definitely, that is our
I'm
intent.
gonna read what are the clauses.
And even if it is definitely good to read it, even if you are not in a state or a position to read it, you might always reach out to us and tell us
to get the clarity.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Because at times I understand you not being from this domain, or majority of the people not having any industry insurance domain knowledge, it might be difficult for them to understand. That's why we are there. You can definitely anytime reach out to us, mail us, WhatsApp us, then our team will get back to you.
Okay, so Amey, as you have almost covered all the aspects, what needs to be done, what precautions I need to take if I have to buy a policy, and what other questions needs to be addressed before buying a policy. But can you emphasize on the aspect of claim, how to get the claim? And there are complaints, many people don't even get the claims, as you even discussed about that one example you quoted. in which you said that guy was diagnosed with cancer and it got cured, and later when the doctor mentioned about it and he didn't got the claim. So can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll come back again to the point of buying a policy. So whenever you are taking any kind of policy or an insurance, basically, it's very important that you disclose all the details. It's the first very important thing that you need to specify. All the details, let it be everything. And once you have disclosed, it is guaranteed that you have disclosed all. If you have forgot anything at the time of buying, yes, it's possible. We are humans, and errors, we are prone to errors. You might disclose this even later, but as soon as you buy a policy and you remember, it is better to do it before buying. But if anything by chance, by mistake has been done, you can definitely intimate the company as soon as you get the policy, because that's where you read what you have specified. You, whenever generally you buy policies, you also get the complete product, the policy, that is called as the proposal form. It has all the details mentioned. Whenever you find anything that is not, you might just get back. That's what I say, because 90% we see, what I have generally seen, if the mistakes have been done when you bought the policy. If those were not done, it would have been very easily that you have bought the claim. Still, if you don't get the claim, then there is an altogether a complete procedure set out by the regulator. So let's speak a little bit about the procedure. So first, generally what happens, you apply for a claim. The procedure starts from intimation. If it's cashless, then let's say for the health insurance, if it's cashless, then you could directly, they complete the hospital routes it through the cashless system. But if not, if it's a, let's say, reimbursement thing, or let's say any life insurance claim, that's definitely a reimbursement thing, or any other claim also, motor claim. So you first intimate the company, you gather all the documents, you submit it. Then the company, if they want, they run it through their system. If they have any queries, they reach out to us and ask for additional documents. If they find all the documents provided are correct, are non-fraudulent, are completely proper, they release an approval, and for that you get the payment. They release the payment. If by any chance this is the first stage, wherein after doing all of this, the claim is rejected, the company gives you a letter, sorry, we are not able to pay. Let it be any of the reasons, non-disclosure of material facts, not covered, etc., etc., etc. So after that, then there is a grievance department of the insurance company. You might reach out to the grievance department. Majority of the times, what we have seen is people keep on fighting and directly go into the court. That's not the way. So there is this procedure. You need to go after it is rejected to the grievance department. Then there is this Bharosa. So that is an internal grievance management system set up by the regulator himself. If even you don't get a solution from there, you can go to the, let's say, the ombudsman. That's the insurance court. They again have their own jurisdiction and limits. I'll share those with you later on. So if that is the limit, below the limit, you might directly go to the insurance officer, or if it is above the limit, you might go to the tribunal, the court, whatever the insurance courts. So the total emphasis, if you are getting or if you are not, if you are following the complete procedure, I can guarantee you will get the desired solution very soon and very fast, and won't be tangled in all the rest of the things. As in, even for the judicial system, it becomes very difficult. Why was the procedure not followed?
Right.
They have to again start digging, and then you move here, you move there. It consumes a lot of extra time. But if you have followed all the procedures, they are right upright clear. Okay, this is going to be settled based on this technical parameters that have been discussed in the board or in the right matter. And if you find this complete procedure anyway is of something causing some hardship to you, or you have not been able to devote that kind of time or that amount of time, you can directly reach out to us. We'll help you with those kind of things.
Okay, but what if I don't have the correct documents at the time of documentation?
So insurance, as I always say, is all about documentation.
Okay.
There are few things that company at times might allow if not present, but insurance is completely a contract based on the document that you have given and the documents that you'll give at the time of claims.
Okay.
It's very important always to take care of the document. Let it be in digital form or let it be in physical form. Nowadays, majority of the companies say we don't want physical documents. We are okay with digital form.
Right.
There are a few companies that say we don't want physical. Please send us digital only.
Right.
But documentation, yes, that's very important.
it is critical to really have my documents with me at that
Definitely,
time.
definitely.
Okay, but what if I really don't have it? So uh, at that moment, do I have any other option to really claim for that?
What depends on what kind of document is it. So let's say we at times we have had this kind of issues also with our client, wherein they changed an account. The bank account got changed and they don't have any proof of the old account. Then yes, we ask them to go to the bank, get a letter of the full details of the account, then get the new account. Then we have also had issues at times, a few common issues that are maiden name. The old name was different, the new name is different.
Right.
Then we at times have to ask for marriage certificates. Man, please get your marriage certificates. That generally happens in the case of females. Then at times, earlier this used to happen a lot. Now, thanks to God, most of the things are digitized, so we don't see. But the date of birth, different on different documents.
Exactly.
So earlier people, older people, the document system was different, was not digitized. So this used to happen. But nowadays, they are all, we don't find them. But generally, then there is one more big issue that we see: name. So Pranjal, let's say. So someone might have added extra A and other and not that extra on the PAN card. Then again it causes an issue. So generally that is what I again said. At the time of purchase of the policy, if you have given all the documents, that time also we specify, sir, this is going to create an issue. You have to get it corrected.
Right.
Because wherever you go, let it be India or outside India, any country that you stay, we have clients across the globe. So we are not only serving Nasik, India, but we are serving clients from across the globe. And we frequently have these issues and we find the problems that we see. But always we recommend people is if there is this documentation issue, first sort it off and then get the insurance. So that's why we in our office too, we call for all the documents before you buy the insurance. So we also keep a set, we also verify and then we submit it to the company.
Right.
So in the later part, we say that you will face the least amount of hardships. Even for commercial insurances, just a few months back, the regulator IRDA that announced to all the companies, they even sent out a notification for it. All the documents that you have to take it at the time of issuance of the policy. Don't ask for them later. You have to pay the claim.
Right.
So even the government is of a end key, they want to simplify this complete procedure.
Exactly.
And that's our intent. So even they giving us a license, being in Nasik, appointing us, is for the same purpose. The people should come out, reach out to us, discuss with us whatever they feel, wherever they feel they want any support. We are there.
Okay, got it. And there was one more question with respect to your office. As I walked in your office, I saw various verticals are there. So can you just give a brief about how the verticals work?
So what we have done, various offices follow various kinds of procedures.
Right.
But what we have done with us is we have separated the corporate part and the retail part. So what we have done, individual health insurances, individual life insurances, motor insurances for corporate as well as retail, we have kept it a unified vertical. But we have a team for health, they have their own claims guy. We have a team for motor, they have their own claims guy. We have this team for life, they again have and claim support from the legal guy, as most of the life insurance come in the legal purview. Then we have this big vertical that is our commercial business. So commercial business means all kinds of corporates, MSMEs, SMEs, any institutes. Let it be contractors, let it be individual professionals who have their own firms, let it be any kind of companies. So they deal with them. They deal with corporate insurances like fire insurance, engineering insurance, marine insurance, corporate liabilities. So marine insurance means not marine. General people, when I say marine, they find to feel it is something related to ocean. It is not only ocean. It is any kind of transit. So let's consider a packet of Flipkart that has arrived to your doorsteps to any consignment that you're sending all across the globe. Anything in regards with that movement is called as a marine insurance. Anything in regards with what any asset. So fire insurance doesn't only cover the fire. It also covers, there are a lot of aspects, the earthquakes, the RSMD, riots, strikes, malicious damage, STFI, that is made by storm, tempest, flood, inundation. These are very comprehensive products. Then there are a lot of add-ons. Then there are contractor policies. So very simple example of contractor policies. Have you seen any kind of big highway that has been constructed in and around Nasik?
Yeah.
So that is again covered by an insurance contract.
Okay.
So that is called as a contractor's orders policy, where the supply, the material that he got on the site, if it got stolen, there is kind of some kind of a defect due to which the construction collapsed. There is some kind of defect due to which going further down the line, there were some defects caused in that. So all these kind of things are all uncovered. There are different products have different solutions. Then individual purview in even corporate insurance, there are your group term life policies. We were discussing earlier on a term insurance. So even a company can buy it for its employee based on its CTC that they have specified to the employee. And they can even give group health insurance. So that is again customized completely with all the wordings in the policy as per the requirement of the corporate or the individual company or whatever might be the company, whether it be proprietary, let it be any company can buy it for their employees. So then there are professional liability policies. Those are called as crime insurance. Those are called as directors and officers liability insurances, in which any kind of fraud like activity, any kind of misrepresentation due to which has caused loss to third party. All these kind of things are covered in various products and many more. So then there is again the cyber insurance that we are speaking about. Any company like us, we also have our cyber policy, cyber insurance in place. If anyone tries and breaches the data that we have, anyone tries and hacks our accounts, and these all the kinds of things generally come in the purview of corporate insurances.
Right. So
It's a very vast and a very much domain intensive work that we do. But we have been very lucky to have nice, amazing people in our office of support. They support us.
Okay.
And it's basically a teamwork. It's not an individual work.
Exactly. I can see how big is the industry. One man cannot handle that.
Yes, that's the answer to the question that you were asking me earlier. It's a huge industry. It's very difficult for a single person to have knowledge of all the companies, all the products, all the domains.
Right. Correct.
And that's where we feel keeping a team that is also flexible, also at times product specific, helps and supports our client in a greater detail.
Right.
And if we select one product, this can be a series of episodes, as there are too many insights and too many details that majority of the people don't know about.
Yeah, I can see that we can talk for hours on this single policy itself.
Definitely. And even that's what I was telling you earlier. We have our continuous sessions by our association, wherein even four sessions, that is a month, that is all the weekends of a month, are taken by a single policy only on add-ons.
Oh.
Because any add-on, even let it be a retail policy, let it be this commercial policy, it again has its own wording.
Right.
That's why it's very important for a team to be continuously learning. Not only team, myself also. So we say it's a process of learn, unlearn, relearn. We keep on following this: learn, unlearn, and relearn. That's where we have a vast amount of knowledge. We try and document it. We try and systemize it by making processes so that it's easier for you people.
Right. And Amey, how come someone reach out to you? Like, if I want to really come to you, then what is the medium?
It's very easy. We have our contact numbers. We have our kind of a toll free, a virtual number wherein it's available 24 by 365. We have our pages. You can contact through us, LinkedIn, Insta, Facebook. You can directly reach out to us. You are always welcome to our office. You can reach out through WhatsApp. There are various means by which you can definitely reach out to us.
So can we just post your details along with this video?
Yes, definitely.
People are aware.
Definitely, we'll love to give all our details, our links to all our pages, as well as our even a WhatsApp link wherein people can just link and get through us.
Okay, great. First of all, thank you so much, Amey. Like after talking to you, I've got lots of insights in the insurance sectors, which is something I don't belong to a background of commerce or something finance, and neither I was aware how much this technical aspects are there in the insurance sector itself, and what are the things I need to cover while reading an insurance or while asking for a policy. Now I can, if I'm buying an insurance or a policy, I'll make sure that I am asking the agent the questions you mentioned earlier, that what needs to be asked, वो तो पूछना ही है, but what are the other things which we missed out and we should ask the people. So really thank you for taking out your time and giving us the useful insights, and this are going to help many people, and I'm really sure about it. Thank
Definitely, Pranjal. That was the complete intent of having this discussion and later on posting it. I'll also tell one more thing. So this is our name of our company, that is HBR. It's all about people. So it's helping people build reliable insurance.
That's great.
And so that's what people look out after insurance. Having it reliable, that is the most part.
Exactly. Thank you so much. It's glad to be with you.
Thank you, Pranjal, for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.